till the 13th is a cloud. Oh, where is this Office 365? So maybe I will do it today, that one. Okay. The remaining. So, guys, so you want to get internet. So there is an internet. Okay. Internet is not owning by anyone, right? But you want to get access connected to internet, then only we can able to access any of a network internet available resources. Like maybe you want to access Amazon or Flipkart or maybe Gmail or maybe AWS cloud. Okay. So or maybe it can be Google.com. Okay. Facebook.com. So there are different places it is there. All these things are in the internet connected only. If you connected to internet, then only you can able to access those systems, right? I can able to talk to you because of I'm connecting to you with the Microsoft Teams. Okay, right? Like that same thing is like I want to connect. I want to access something, a website, like a Google Documents I'm accessing, or maybe some this is a Oracle site I'm accessing, or a Microsoft site I'm accessing. So all this is I'm accessing through the internet only. Without internet, I can't access. But you cannot connect it to the internet directly. Okay. So you have to connect through the ISPs. Have to connect through the ISPs, Internet Service Providers. Who are these ISPs? It can be Airtel, or it can be Geo, it can be ACT, okay, maybe it can be a Hathway. Of course, Hathway is also now belongs to Lens, okay. It can be U broadband, still it is there. U broadband, okay. So different ISPs are there. What is these ISPs? Will make you to connect to the internet. Okay. Through these internet service providers only, you can able to connect. Whenever you subscribe to the Airtel, for example, I want to take Airtel. So I call to the Airtel guy, or maybe through the Airtel, thanks app. From there also you can apply. Recently, I know that one, okay, because I have done like that only. Or you want Geo or maybe ACT. So simply go to their website and give your phone number. They will call to you, or just call to their phone number and they will contact you. They have to send the documents and payment. So then they will check it whether your area is feasible to connect for internet or not. Feasible to connect internet or not, right? Then what they will do, they will establish the connectivity. It can be generally now this Airtel Geo, they are using fiber optical cable. Some are using some UTP cables only. Okay. Earlier BSNL, earlier days, now I am not very well, but BSNL use telephone cables, telephone type of cable. Okay. These cables are went up to the ISP. In middle, there is some boxes are there, like a switch type of router type boxes are there. So in junction boxes type. So finally it reaches to ISP, from ISP to internet connectivity. Okay. So where it will connect in your home, where it will be connected. The cable came up to your home and to whom it has to be connected. Okay. So the first thing is, I will write this part of diagram separately, but in our home or office, you got a cable from outside, right? So that is can be a fiber optical cable, a telephone cable, or UTP cable. So that is outside network. And you have to establish the connectivity from your home or office to your ISP. You need to establish connectivity. So what we need is a modem. What we need is a modem. Modem make you connect to the ISP. So through ISP only we are getting internet. So once you are established the connectivity, so then you will get internet to the modem. Okay, to the modem. But modem IP address is different. Whatever you are getting internet, that IP address is different. That is only single IP you are able to connect. Okay, only single IP type. So again, you have to give login kind of stuff. So what are the IP you are getting? Again, you have to connect your network. Okay, either you have a laptop, desktop. Okay, you have a devices you want to connect. So you cannot connect with the multiple devices. And again, only one modem connectivity. It depends upon your ISP. Earlier days, we have to go to the ISP and tell we have 10 devices, give me 10 IP addresses to connect. Okay, but now it is not like that. So what we done, so we got internet up to modem. In the modem, what is the configuration? Okay, modem, what is the configuration? Your subscriber name, username is there. When you take a subscription, he is give some username or user ID. Username or a user ID, you will get it. And the password. Okay. Next, connection type. Connection type you have to give all these things in the modem. Then modem send this information to the ISP. Send this information to the ISP. Finally, it will establish. The ISP verifies your user ID, password, and connection type. Everything is good. And what type of subscription you have with the 50 Mbps connection, 30 Mbps connection, 10 Mbps connection, what type of connection it is, what is your subscription. Based on that, it will give data connection to your modem. So then you can able to access through ISP with a given speed and with a given limitation of data. So you can able to connect to the internet and you can able to access that. Okay. Understand guys, modem duty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, next duty is you have different network, means you have your own local network. This is outside, like a WAN kind of network it is. And this is a LAN kind of network. So you are both are different networks. To connect to two different networks, what we required, need a router. Router is a inter-networking device. Without router, you cannot connect to different networks. Okay. So you establish the connectivity to the router. The router you have to specify for LAN. This is an IP address. Okay. This is for LAN side of IP address. Okay. And this is WAN side IP address. You will get it from here. See, it is a single connection only. But this is a big connection. Okay. So the devices are there and all are these devices having an IP address. Okay. So they will connect to this router interface. This is LAN side and this is WAN type of connectivity. Okay. So then this router, either if you have a DHCP server in the network or maybe you can make your DHCP server router as a DHCP server, it given IP addresses to these devices in this network. So how it is 169 1 dot. So for example, it is 2 and what is the subnet mask? So class C and the default gateway. What is the default gateway? 1.1. Why it is a default gateway is 1.1? See, this is default gateway. Through this gateway only for this network, if they want to communicate outside, they have to go to this one only. That's why it is become automatically a default gateway. Our routers IP address in the LAN network. That is the default gateway. What is the default gateway? If whenever you want to communicate outside of your network, you have to go through the default gateway. Default gateway is an interface. Through that interface only you have to go. It is an interface address. Interface address. Same thing. This is, for example, 192.168.1.3. So I will write that one. 192.168.1.3, for example. And it is same subnet mask because class C. And what is the default gateway? 1.1 only. Guys, you want to communicate from here to here, you don't require a gateway. But you want to communicate from here to something outside, then you need to go through the gateway, through this interface. What is default gateway? It's an interface, which is you can go and communicate outside of your network. Okay, so this is where we connected our router to the switch. At a hub, we can connect it, and we connecting the devices. Okay, so of course, these are all in the LAN communication. These are all in a LAN communication up to here. It is a LAN communication. And this side is WAN communication. Just in case you have a wireless devices, you have wireless devices like a routers, like a mobile phones, laptops are there. Wireless type of communication is required. Okay, so this is a, for example, router is a wide type of device, for example. So what you have to do, you need a otherwise, yeah, you can, I will write 2-3 diagrams here. So I need wireless access point. What is this wireless access point? To connect, you can connect and create a WLAN. Okay, wireless LAN with the help of wireless access point. With the help of switches, you create LAN. With the help of wireless access point, you create a WLAN. In case you are connected like this, okay, like from here to here, this is the wide connectivity, and this is like distribution. All we can able to get IP addresses, and as well as they will able to connect internet. Okay, so they will get an IP address, and they have to get a required IP address. They should connect it to wireless access point, and then they can able to go send their packet to this gateway. Gateway is common for everyone. Gateway is common for everyone. So they can able to go to this gateway and they can able to connect it. But as I given, there is a details. One is, see it is modem and the router and switch and wireless access point. Wireless access point. It is what is hub and switch do? Wide devices, and you can connect devices with the wires. That is the LAN communication, LAN network you are creating. Wireless access point, connected wireless devices, and you created a WLAN network. WLAN means wireless LAN. To create a WLAN, so we need a wireless access point. So you need a router. Router is a internetworking device. Whatever the network is inside, you want to communicate outside through the router only. Okay. So outside is different network, inside is different network. You want to make a communication between your LAN and WAN, so it is, we use a router. Again, what is this modem? Modem is modulator and demodulator. We are connecting to internet via ISP using telephone cable or a fiber optical cables also. And then what is ISP? Internet Service Provider. Okay. But when you see in your home, you may not see any wireless access points, no switches, no hubs, no DHCP servers, no DNS servers, okay, no routers, no modems also. Only one thing you see, that is your wireless router. So only you will see a wireless router. That is called a Wi-Fi router in your home. Right, guys? Understand what is Wi-Fi router?
Yes, sir.
The reality of Wi-Fi router is only 2 points. One is it's like a wireless access point. Real Wi-Fi router means you have a different network here and you have different network. It works as a router and connectivity is Wi-Fi type. Okay, it means yeah, this is the password I am unable to log in. I will try this one. Certificate. Okay, yeah, there is a point. So there is one more setup is there that is called a, in some organizations, in some internet service providers, what they will do is they'll put a modem, this modem, okay, and this modem is connected through fiber optical cables to the ISP. Okay, this is WAN connection. Okay, so this is through fiber optical connection. Then, and people need to connect, but wired devices are there, wireless devices are there, wireless devices also there. Okay, so what they will do it, they take a Wi-Fi router. Okay, for some people, also this is a kind of setup. Because older Wi-Fi routers do not have a fiber optical direct connection. For example, you got a Geo will give you a fiber optical modem for you. Modem plus it is both are there in this one. Means direct fiber optical cable you can connect, and as well as it is Wi-Fi router. Okay. If you go to U broadband, so the separate modem for fiber optical connection and separate Wi-Fi router is there. Both two devices are there. Airtel now it is directly providing fiber optical Wi-Fi routers. Means you can connect fiber optical from outside to your Wi-Fi router. This is pure Wi-Fi router, no modem part here. It is a pure Wi-Fi router, no modem included here. And it is connected to this one. This side connectivity, we that on the modem, it shows WAN port. Shows like a WAN port. Okay, so WAN port is there. This side. Again, so you will configure a Wi-Fi router. So then you have a, so from your Wi-Fi router, you are getting, you can connect your laptops, mobile phones, tablets through the Wi-Fi router for internet purpose. In case you have a desktop, in case you have a desktop kind of stuff. Okay, then what you will do it? So it's a cable type of connectivities, right? So then what you do, you will connect to the LAN port. Okay, or 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 in case in your offices you have multiple desktops are there, and these multiple desktops are connected to the multiple switches, different place. Okay, so you have a multiple desktops are connected to the multiple switches. So how they will do it? So what you will do? So connect to a LAN port from your router to a switch one, and from this switch to another switch two, this switch to another switch three. So what happened? People who are connected to these switches will get internet. Each switch having a 24 port. Okay, you can connect more than 60 computers with a wide type of connectivity. Okay, this is also one of the configuration. Okay, either if you have a in a home, you one single desktop, you can connect it to this LAN port directly, and remaining is wirelessly are connected. In general, in offices, you have Wi-Fi router, but still, and you have a lot of desktops in the organization. So you have to connect through the switches. So what you will do, you put a switches, it depends upon your number of systems. You connect it to the switches, you connect between the switches also, and finally we are connecting to our router LAN port. So then we are getting internet from your Wi-Fi router. So internet is from ISP to modem, modem to your Wi-Fi router, Wi-Fi router to your switch to your desktops. Okay, so that's what happening here. Okay, one way or two way you can able to understand from here. You can see. So from here, I can access to switch to router to modem to outside, outside to inside. That's the same thing. You're getting internet from outside to the modem to the Wi-Fi router to the switches. Okay, and the devices you'll get it from there only. Yes, understand this setup?
Yes.
So again, we back to the home network. If it is a mobile and your laptops will get it. So what you will do here to for connecting, you have to connect it to the Wi-Fi. Okay, where are we last? This is devices are separate devices. This is two devices. One is modem, one is a Wi-Fi router, and of course, for bigger network, we added a switches here. Okay, that is also little bit same, but small difference, like a wireless router, and I use it for two purposes, both wireless connectivity and wide connectivity purposes. Some of the Wi-Fi routers includes modem inside. Okay, some Wi-Fi routers includes modem inside. It's a modem come Wi-Fi router. So in general, in our home, we use this, if you know Geo or Airtel, ACT directly put their Wi-Fi come router, Wi-Fi router come modem, the box they will put it. So it contains a WAN port to connect outside cable, whatever the cable it is getting from outside, that is WAN port. In case you have want to connect any switches, it contains a LAN port also to connect any switches also. Or you can connect wirelessly also. So both LAN ports are there and wirelessly also you can connect. To connect wirelessly, first you go to the Wi-Fi symbol. Okay, so go to the Wi-Fi symbol, then click search for SSID. and password. Then you establish the connection and you will get it. Okay, different ways of setup is also. There one more point here, guys. Already I told, and our home Wi-Fi routers are modem included inside. Modem is there, router is there, wireless access point because it's a Wi-Fi wireless access, hub and switches. Those things I explained for that purpose. So router is itself a modem. In certain places, modem may be separated. In some networks, modem is same. Modem is included inside only. Okay, so you don't require additional modem for this. And wireless access point. So we can connect wireless devices. It is act like a switch. Why? Because of you can connect the wired devices also to the modem. Okay, wired devices also you can connect. Okay. Next point here. Your Wi-Fi router is act like a default gateway. Of course, you are communicating outside of the network through the Wi-Fi router only. So obviously, for your side, it is a LAN connection. That is, it's your default gateway. Okay, same. What are the Wi-Fi router LAN IP address? This LAN IP address is our default gateway. Through that one only, you can able to access outside. And your Wi-Fi router act like a DHCP server. So you don't need to buy any separate server to assign IP address. Your Wi-Fi router is act like a DHCP server. And your Wi-Fi router is also act like a local DNS server. So what is the purpose of DHCP server? When you connect, you will get an IP address from it. You will get a IP address from DHCP server. So you don't need to configure IP address to your mobile phones, laptops, or desktop. You don't need to configure for your TVs. No need to configure. You will get an IP address from your Wi-Fi router because it's act like a DHCP server. Next, you will access lot of websites, applications, right? So mostly name communication only. Okay, because you don't know the IP address. But you require IP address to communicate, but you don't know the IP address. You only know the name. www.netflix.com, www.amazonprime.com, www.aha.com, okay, www.facebook.com, mail.google.com, meet.google.com, docs.google.com, learn.microsoft.com, studio.youtube.com, www.youtube.com. You know the names, but no IP address. So what it will happen? Request go to your local DNS server, and your finally local DNS server gives you the IP address of that name. But where is a DNS server in your home? Don't have, right? Because your Wi-Fi router is also act like a DNS server. So that is the main point I'm trying to say. Your home Wi-Fi router is act like a modem, router, wireless access point, hub and switches for wired connectivities, and also it's act like a default gateway to communicate inside to outside of the communication. And also DHCP server and DNS server also. Guys, understand? So total what the story I have told, both Wi-Fi router and normal setup and these setups also. Okay. So modem and internet, guys, different types of connectivity already I explained. In the olden days of BSNL and Airtel, they use a telephone tape of cables. Then you have to take the modem is DSL or the ADSL modems only. You have to take the modem is either DSL or ADSL modems. Okay. So, backside of that one, so you'll get a small telephone cable. So this is the telephone cable from your BSNL network or Airtel network, you will connect here. This is the Wi-Fi route. Okay. This is another diagram I told you, the fiber optical cable. So this is DSL cable from, like it's a telephone cable it is. Okay. And this is a DSL splitter. Why they use a splitter? If you take earlier days, now I don't know, now I didn't see any BSNL connection. I used the BSNL differently. So that time, so you'll get a cable from the pole to your home, and there is a splitter, and it goes for telephone as well as it goes to the your modem. Okay, so understand the connectivity. If you take ACT type, ACT, Hathway, any local ISP, you'll get a UTP cables for connecting. Okay, you will get a UTP type of cables. These are all a DSL type. This is UTP type cables. Okay. Um, Still it is a splitter. N300. I want a backside cable. This is. So this is a blue one. The blue one is either it will return as a internet or a WAN. The yellow one is LAN ports. The blue one is WAN, WAN ports. Okay. So either you use a separate router act as a access point, you can use it as a receiver like ISP wireless type. TP link wireless and router 300. It is small connectivity. If someone giving a unboxing video. Of course, guys, in YouTube, you will get a lot of what we can say, including configurations also it is available. Okay, how to connect, how to configure, those things also available. You can try some of the things. Yeah, I got this one. So this is also you can see internet. Clearly you can see this is a internet port, the blue one, and remaining is LAN ports on. You can see how it is connected. A 3-in-1 type means internet cable came to your Wi-Fi router. From your Wi-Fi router, you will get it connected. And also you can do the this one like a separate router from there to here, separate modem from there to here. Okay, so this is the different type of connectivity. So this is UTP STP cable connection purpose. Next one is fiber optical. Airtel Geo providing this fiber optical type of connector. Like I will take Geo fiber optical Wi-Fi router. Okay, nowadays we are getting this type of boxes, right? So directly a fiber optical cable is inserted into the box. Okay, and then we can able to connect. It is went inside, not showing properly. This is not original pictures. They're giving lot of things. So old days it is compulsory, and not this one also. Airtel. Yeah, these are extreme boxes. See, this is a fiber optical cable is came. The yellow one is fiber optical cable. This is the power cable. Okay. If it is a flip backside, if someone is showing, that is a good part. Okay. So fiber optical cable is connected to it. Maybe this is the fiber optical one. So yeah, this is the junction box. Like outside cable come to this box, and from there, the fiber optical cable is connected to the router. Okay. If possible, if anybody is installed Airtel or Jio, maybe Jio you can easily see it is there in so many places. Okay. Airtel feasibility is also a little lesser compared to Jio. Okay. Yeah. What sir it is? It's a fiber optical cable. Okay. So you can connect telephone cables, UTP cables, and fiber optical cables from ISP cable to this one. Okay. Yes, understand the cable connector?
Yes, sir.
Very. Okay. Next, generally, what happens? Generally, what happens? You take Airtel subscription, Jio subscription. Okay, whatever it is, generally the technician will come. They will put a cable and leave. Another technician will come. They install a router and leave. Another technician will come. They will connect the cable and leave. Finally, so because you submitted all these documents and payment is verified, it is ID is generated, and then guy will come up, and then he will configure the Wi-Fi router. And he asks so many questions like what is the name you wanted, what is the password you wanted. I will give you the password like that. Okay, and they will test in there whether it is working or not. They don't check it. They will configure and leave. Okay, you have to check it. If you have a knowledge, then you have to check it. If you open the laptop and you ask him to connect, he don't connect. Depends upon technician, depends upon the service provider also. Okay, some people really do very good work. Some people are ignorant. Even I faced one time with Airtel, two times with Airtel. Okay, so not now, so earlier in the Pune. So he install a router and leave, and he install checking. Yeah, light is blinking. That's it. Leave. Are you getting internet in mobile? Leave. I ask for laptop. No, I don't know. Connect with the cable. You don't know. Okay, so in generally, the technician will install the configuration. ACT people generally, if they have a router or you brought earlier to the router, so they will configure and tell you. Some people tell you can configure very easily. You buy the router, if you don't know, we'll come and install the router. Okay. So sometimes it is required to know how to configure the router. Sometimes it is required to know how to connect it to your installed Wi-Fi router and see the configurations. Okay, sometimes it is required to change your password of Wi-Fi, so then it is also important to know how to connect it to your Wi-Fi router. Okay, and different models also there, different companies also there. T-Link, D-Link, Pico, Tenda, so many Cisco links is so different Wi-Fi router models also there, and different numbers also like this one. Yes. N300 model. Remember guys, N300 model generally it is 2.4 gigahertz support only. Okay, 2.4 gigahertz and maximum your connectivity is 40 Mbps. 40 to 50 Mbps you will get it. 40, 50 Mbps you will get it. You want a 70 Mbps, 100 Mbps, then you have to go for AC 700, 750 model, AC 1200 model, like that. So you have to go to the chart, which Wi-Fi router you have to buy. For example, I go to AC 750. Okay. Then you have to check it. What is the data supporting speed is there? Or check for any data sheets, differences, the data. See, for example, you take 100 Mbps internet speed. and your old router is not working, then what you will do? You must change it. You have to change it to the different modem kind of stuff. Okay, because 2.4 gigahertz is support only less speed only. So you have to connect with the 5 gigahertz. Then only you will get a 50 Mbps, 100 Mbps kind of stuff. Not a distance. So main important one is the data connectivity. Okay, here I already Wi-Fi versus 200. Netgear is also one of the bigger one. Bandwidth support, data connectivity support is also different. Okay, already I told about the Wi-Fi standards, guys. So N means what, G means what, A means what, AC means what, like that. Okay, and connectivity supports. Okay, so dual band Wi-Fi routers are there, single band Wi-Fi routers are there. Single band means 2.4 gigahertz, single band Wi-Fi router for a low bandwidth connectivity, like a 30 Mbps, 40 Mbps, like 5 gigahertz is for more than 50 Mbps connectivity, like a 74 Mbps connectivity, 100 Mbps connectivity, 150 Mbps connectivity data. So it is required 5 gigahertz bandwidth. Okay. Some routers will provide both connectivity. So for example, when we are using a first time Geo, that is giving both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Okay. So my laptop is, that is a older laptop. I can able to connect 2.4 gigahertz only. I cannot connect it to 5 gigahertz. Mobile is able to connect 5 gigahertz. See, that is also difference. Keep in mind. Your older laptops may not able to connect it to the 5 gigahertz. So then you cannot get a 100 Mbps, 150 Mbps kind of speeds. You'll get 30 Mbps speeds only, 40 Mbps speeds only with a 2.4. Okay. So what you have to do, if it is a older laptop, you can't able to connect 5 gigahertz. What you have to do, buy the Wi-Fi USB connector is there now. So buy the Wi-Fi USB thing, purchase with the dual connectivity. So in that one also 2.4 only is there, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz also there. So take that one and you can able to connect 5 gigahertz. So if in case your laptop is not supporting 5 gigahertz, then use this additional dongle. USB Wi-Fi adapter is there. You can use simple and you can connect. Okay, that is also point. These are all general points only and important also. Okay, so I given a Wi-Fi router, this side, that side, and same Wi-Fi. This is a where wireless connectors is came. Okay, yeah, these are the details of different Wi-Fi routers, different numbers, and their connectivity speed. Okay, AC 1200, AC 750, AC 2400, like different numbers are there. Each one has their different bandwidth connectors also there. Okay, bandwidth support will be changes. Of course, some will cover the distance. Yeah. Guys, understand up to here? Different Wi-Fi routers, numbers, frequencies, bands.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here's the setup already, from outside. We are getting a cable and it is connected to your WAN port. Either it is a fiber optical, telephone or UTP cable. Important is the port which is connected. It is main connector for your ISP. Okay. Second one is how you will connect. If you are having a PC, you will connect it to LAN port. If you have a switch and that switch you want to connect it to this one, like LAN port, you will connect. That is already I told this diagram. Okay, LAN port to your switch you will connect. Or you want to connect from your laptop or mobile phone using Wi-Fi, there also you can connect. So you have to split the configuration into two parts. Okay, what is the configuration splitting? WAN configuration. WAN side, it means in your Wi-Fi is your modem. Wi-Fi is your wireless access point. Wi-Fi is your also your switch DHCP server. Okay, things are there. So this is WAN side configuration. First you have to do the WAN configuration. Then you have to do the DHCP, sorry, Wi-Fi connection configuration. And next is your network related configuration. Only you have to check it. If you want to, you can change. Okay. Next, router IP password configuration. Router password you have to change. Okay. So that is, we'll see the step by step. Guys, connect your Wi-Fi router to internet cable from ISP. I said internet cable. I'm not talking about it's a fiber optic cable, telephone or UTP. So check the cable from the ISP final connector to your Wi-Fi router. Okay. Connect it to the WAN port. Where to connect? WAN port you have to connect. Connect your laptop or PC to your Wi-Fi router using LAN cable. Guys, this point is little debatable. So why it is small column is there with this point. I written that one myself. I written that point, but it's a little water type. Okay, but I will tell this point why it is having some problem. So, but this is the point, and we'll keep it simple. So what you have to do? First of all, you have a Wi-Fi router, and then there is a cable from outside. Okay, there is a cable from outside, and it is connected to the Wi-Fi router WAN port. WAN port. Okay. Next. That's the world style only I'm telling because it's a standard one. Okay. Now different things also there. I will add that one also. And you have a LAN port in your Wi-Fi router. Connect your WAN port to your LAN port. This LAN port. From here, this is LAN. Sorry. LAN port to LAN port. My laptop is not getting charging. Okay. So in your laptop or a desktop, what you have to do? Open the web browser. Open the web browser. In that one, in this Wi-Fi router, in the back side, they will give some URL. Okay, some URL they will give. So like this, http://192.168.1.1 like this. Okay, something like a login .php. Okay, at different ways. I just given an example, but you have to check under the bottom. Sometimes they will give with the names. Sometimes they will give with a IP address, and they'll give username like an admin, password like some password, admin. Password is also an admin. Sometimes password is password. So what you have to do? You have to enter this URL. Okay, you have to enter the URL. It is programmed inside your Wi-Fi router itself. Okay. Then once you are enter URL, it will ask for username and password. Enter the username. What is the username? Admin. What is the password? Is admin. And click submit. Right? Generally submit, okay, whatever it is. Okay. Once you are enter, so what will happen? You will get a new screen. Okay. You will log in. So this is a login. How to log into Wi-Fi router. How to log into the Wi-Fi router. Once you log in, so in your browser, it will give the details like it will tell easy setup or advanced setup. So you can follow the instructions and you can set up it. But first thing is you have to set up the WAN related. First one is WAN related. In the WAN, you have to tell your subscriber user ID, then password, connection type. These connection types are different, guys. PPP OE. If you take ACT, it's a PPP OE. Some places they will use, okay, dynamic IP. In some places, static IP. Then you have to type the static IP. Okay. So like that, you have to choose what is the connection type. Okay. So check backside of the Wi-Fi router for login details like URL, IP address, username, and password. Open the web browser, use URL, try to log into the router. Once log into the router, you can start configuring Wi-Fi router. Modem means your WAN, Wi-Fi, and check the DHCP. First, you have to go to the modem configuration, means WAN. Give the username, password provided by ISP, and also connection type depends upon ISP. It is look like this one. See, it is dynamic IP. WAN connection type, dynamic IP, static IP, PPPoE, L2TP, PPTP. Depends upon your internet service provider. So they will tell which one to connect. Generally, PPPoE for ACT kind of internet local broadbands use PPPoE, point to point over Ethernet, over Ethernet. Generally, UTP cables connectors for ACT and local broadband, they use PPPoE. Okay. So this is WAN connectivity. Then, guys, understand WAN connection, WAN configuration. Once you configure this properly, if you configure this one is properly, so you will get a internet from outside to inside. Okay, then only you will get internet from there to you. Okay, internet connection will be established properly if this configuration is given correctly. From there to your router, the connection is there means you are given a connection information correctly. Understand what happening today? Hmm? Okay. Next, once that part is completed, once you successfully done the this one, then what is the next one? You have to configure. Next one is SSID. It means your Wi-Fi connection, Wi-Fi connection configuration. Means you have to connect it to your Wi-Fi router wirelessly, then we need this configuration. And give the name. Give the SSID name. What is that? Your Wi-Fi connection name. And the password and encryption type. Like a WPA, WPA1, okay, some configuration. Okay, so compulsory give password, guys. Don't put always open. It is very dangerous. Okay, so this is SSID configuration. Where is there? So yeah, SSID. What is SSID? It is Wi-Fi connection name. So you can see. So I click on my Wi-Fi symbol. If you see, there is a list of names are came. List of names. Okay. These names are near to me, different Wi-Fi connections. Okay. So you have to click on it and click connect. Then it will display the name. It display the name. It display for ask for a password. Give the password. Okay. If it is correct, we will get connected, right? So that name is called our SSID. The name, this is name, these names are nothing but your SSIDs. What is it? Wi-Fi connection name. Any name depends upon user or a organization. If I'm using it is my personal, I put my name for my identification purpose. I don't put some XYZ kind of stuff. If I put it, I will get confused, right? So it depends upon the username or a subscriber related or maybe some random name. For organization name I will put it. And give name and password. And give the name and password for both bands, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. As I said earlier, Wi-Fi connections depends upon your Wi-Fi router. N300 model, only single band, 2.4. But nowadays, we are getting all dual bands, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So you have to give both names for both the connections and password for both connections. You may observe this is, see, it's a 2.4, this is 5 gigahertz. Both are belongs to same organization, same Wi-Fi router, but two type of connections are there. One is 2.4, another is 5 gigahertz. Okay, and also go with the DHCP configuration. What is DHCP configuration? Another one is, next one is DHCP configuration. In this one, your Wi-Fi LAN side, LAN IP address and default gateway IP address. DNS IP address, DNS server IP address. All are same. Default gateway, DNS server, your Wi-Fi, LAN IP, all are same only. And here, this is one configuration. Next, DHCP configuration. Means give the IP address ranges, depends upon your network. Depends upon your default configuration. You can go through directly, check the default configuration, and you can say OK if you are satisfied with that. Otherwise, you have to change everything. For example, my default configuration is Wi-Fi router IP is 192.168.1.1. And the ranges start from 2 to 100. Or some Wi-Fi routers having only network address, not the range of IP addresses. Okay. If you are satisfied with that one, you can go for it. If you're not, then you have to change your Wi-Fi router address and then DHCP server address also. DHCP scope range also. So you have to check your Wi-Fi LAN IP address, gateway address, and DNS address is same or not. Next, based on this network address, you have to define the Wi-Fi scope. That is important. That's why I written only DHCP by default is configured in router. You have to just verify it. Okay. Up to this one, configuration. Once configuration is completed, okay. So I'm adding verify the configuration. Check WAN connectivity. Save and log out. Okay. So they can directly understand WAN is connected or not. Okay. And this is a optional point, that is MAC binding. What is the MAC binding? Guys, the Wi-Fi password is compromised. Okay, you know what happened when I was in Pune? So what happened? I got a new internet connection. So finally I got it. So finally I got it. So my owner asked me to share the Wi-Fi password to the mobile for his kid want to watch some YouTube videos and all. Okay. So it's okay for me. I'm a one person. I am not required that much bandwidth. Okay. That time also no online classes. Kids to the before Corona it is. So I'm not having much demand of internet. On daytime, definitely I'm going to office, but even nighttime only I need it. Okay. I watch only 2, 3 web series that time. Not much. Okay. So I shared the password. I didn't give him that. I directly taken mobile phone and given the password. After a few days, the next room guy is also asking me, give me your Wi-Fi password. I have to do some work. Now work is stopped. When I given to his mobile phone, I configured it. After a few days, like 3, 4 months, I checked it. Who are connected to my Wi-Fi router? So how to check it? Log into the Wi-Fi router and there it will displays the people who are connected right now. The current active connection, total connections. That's all. So I checked it. So there it is showing around 6, 7 connections are there. So I have checked it. My mobile name is there. Challenge, challenge. My mobile is connected, my laptop is connected, my desktop is also connected, and one more device, the tablet is connected. A Kindle is connected. So I checked it. There is a my connection. One is my older connection, my owner's connection, neighbor connection. Then I additionally have seen 2 more additional connections. Active connections are there. Okay, some are my virtual machines. That is, I can recognize. So there is a new devices are connected. So I don't understand who are connected additionally. Someone shared the password to someone. Then what I have done? So I blocked their connectivity. Okay, so there I came to my Wi-Fi router. My password is compromised. If I change the password, I have to change the password in all my devices first of all. Okay, and I have to update to others also. So why again it will be compromised. So I want to limit the number of connection to my Wi-Fi router. So only specific devices only can communicate. So I allow my devices and block all other devices. So they know the password, they cannot connect from their devices. Okay. So that is what a MAC binding. What is a MAC binding is here. In the MAC binding list, you'll give the list of the devices MAC addresses there. Give the list of devices which is required to connect, give their MAC addresses there. If someone is trying to connect your Wi-Fi router, and if their MAC address is not listed, if their MAC address is not listed, they cannot able to connect. They can't able to. So you can limit like that. So for example, in your home, so those who are having a mobiles, laptops, You can add it in case of your password is compromised. In case of there is a possibility of password compromise. You left from the home and you have a Wi-Fi router. If someone asked your mother or father, they said, give me your password, and you given they're given a password. You don't know who are accessing. Because once they are connected, they are in your LAN. From outside, it is very difficult to attack you. Someone is, if you know very well, so then you can share. If you don't know the person, don't share your Wi-Fi password. If in case it is compromised, then you can, passwords cannot be hacked. Wi-Fi passwords, it's very, very difficult to hack. Until unless you are connected already and you forget the password, then you can try some solution. But it is, I'm trying to say is, we cannot crack the password without knowing the connected to the router. So you have to secure all the things. Plus, I didn't mention some more points before your logout. Okay. Change Wi-Fi router login password. Also, it is better for security. So, there is a URL, username, and password is there. Change the password because the password is common for everyone. Password is common for same model. Someone knows your is using some D-Link, this particular model, and go to the same Wi-Fi router. It is admin password. This is the password. So 1234 is the password. So they will connect through the Wi-Fi, and also they can able to log into your router and they can change it. So better change the password of your Wi-Fi router, not connection password, not SSID password I'm talking. This is also important. That's why I put a star box in it. Just understand how to connect, how to configure. The first one is connect your outside cable from ISP to your WAN port. Connect with your laptop or desktop to your Wi-Fi router with a LAN port. And open the URL and give the username and password in the browser in that URL. So then you can able to log into your Wi-Fi router. So once you log in, configure WAN configuration. WAN configuration means to which subscription you have taken. So they'll give your subscription ID or a user ID, password, and connection type. So keep checking. You give the username, password, and some connection type. What is the connection type? Give it and click OK. And from your ISP to your Wi-Fi router, internet will be start coming. So your Wi-Fi WAN will get a IP addresses. You can see the IP address of WAN there. So earlier WAN IP address is not there. Now you will get a WAN IP address once you are given correct configuration. That is an indication for you're configured correctly. Second one is, so you have to connect it to your Wi-Fi router wirelessly, then go to the SSID or a Wi-Fi part, then give the SSID name or like a access name, password and encryption type. Your Wi-Fi router is dual band, then give the 2 times, like one for a 2.4 connection, another for 5 gigahertz connection. You can give both names and passwords are same. Means names are little different, password can be same. Okay, or you could give different names, different passwords also. Okay, then you have to verify the DHCP configuration and verify your Wi-Fi access, main Wi-Fi LAN. Based on that, whether you are okay with the given DHCP configuration scope, otherwise you can able to change, depends upon your network connection IP address. Okay, once everything is done, change the Wi-Fi router password and if anything, limiting the device connectivity using MAC address, you can also do that one. That's called a MAC binding. Okay, then verify the connectivities and log out and try to log in with try to connect to your Wi-Fi router using wireless devices like a mobile phone or your laptop. So then connect wirelessly and try to access internet if working good. Okay. That is, again, I will write here, connected to Wi-Fi router wirelessly from your laptop or mobile from mobile phone. Verify internet connectivity. Okay, how to verify are you getting internet or not? You open the web browser, type some google.com or facebook.com, page is displaying. So you can able to work with your, like you open youtube.com, that's it is showing some videos and open the video, it is playing, then it is working only. To set something in your Google Chrome browser, you are getting some information, live information, then it is working only. You open the Instagram, videos are loading, so internet is working on. Okay, so that is a point of thing. Guys, understand up to here how to configure Wi-Fi router?
Yes, sir.
मेरा की security appliances में बोल दे दो. How to delete? No choice of deleting. Somewhere it will be there. Forget to delete. Home Wi-Fi router. These are access points. This is also Wi-Fi router. This is a gateway. I will check it. This one, all the ports are not. Original size, zoom in, zoom in. This is the one. So it's the internet, and this is what we can say LAN ports, and these are the Wi-Fi port. We need a wireless device to check, right? So this is a wireless device. This is a wired device. This is also wireless device. Wireless devices, no need to connect with a cable. But see, there is a wireless devices there or not, you have to verify. No, it is not there. Switch off. Remove it and insert it. So remove it. Insert the wireless device and turn on. Okay. Same. Okay. See, it is established some connectivity, but we didn't done anything. So we can connect it to this Wi-Fi, like wired type of connectivity, right? Cables, just straight cable or LAN port. If you want to connect to the LAN, so then you need a switch. Okay, just a switch is required, and the cable from switch to this point. And you require a computers. So you need a PCs. I'm putting all-in-one configuration. So in offices, for example, you have some laptops required to connect wirelessly and some desktops required to connect wirely. So how you connect? Like this. Okay. This is direct connection, just ignore the direct connection. So this is my Wi-Fi router. Configuration. So it is internet configuration, type of configuration. So static or media bridge it is showing. It is a wireless AP or DHCP. So here static means, for example, internet service provider giving a static IP kind of stuff. Then you have to give IP subnet mask DNS server address for connecting to internet. Because it's a virtual type, so it's not showing any other options. Okay, leave it for like this. And see, it is 2.4 gigahertz wireless. The SSID showing default. I'm changing the default. Okay, changing the default. I put my name for connection. So Latif underscore 2.4. This is my SSID. And authentication is there. You can select any of these things. So WPA version 2. This is for this one. Not this one. Not this one. So just I need a password type. This is password. Password is 70s. 70s is a password. Encryption type. Okay, ACS is good. And 5 gigahertz also I'm trying. 5 gigahertz, one. So to like that. Latif underscore 5 gigahertz. 5 is enough. Okay. And LAN interface. Sorry. This is, I put a 5 gigahertz. No passphrase. Again, 70s. Okay. LAN interface. So LAN is IP address 192.168.1.1 for my Wi-Fi LAN. Settings, algorithms, any other kind of stuff, or it is not showing any DHCP kind of stuff. Yeah, here it is UI. It's a basic configuration I given. So this is its UI. It is good one. So it is WAN type of connectivity. It's a LAN connection. DHCP enabled. So I select a DHCP enabled. Start type is by default it is showing 100. It means from 100 to 149 it is given. I'm giving maximum devices are 100. And see it will be changed. Not changing. It will be changed. Yeah, DNS address is also same as this one. So I'm giving a DNS server address 192.168.1.1. Yeah, you can give a lot of other addresses also. So it is internet setup or WAN setup. Okay. Yeah, PPPoE. PPPoE is there. See, username. Okay, I do not have any username right here. So for example, I'll take my username. For example, Airtel 123 is my username. Okay. admin 123 is a password, for example. Okay, so it is PPPoE, username, password, and router IP address. By default, it will be there. Also, you can change it. DHCP configuration, start IP, and maximum number of users. Okay, and then DNS server address, already I told. And what is the default gateway? Router IP is a default gateway. And click on Save Settings. Okay, click on Save Settings and go to the wireless. So this is WAN and LAN. This is wireless access. Disable, auto, legacy, auto. So 2.4 already I given earlier, right? So 2.4, my name. And this is 5 gigahertz. 1 is available. And 2 I didn't given anything. That's it. Okay, basic Wi-Fi wireless setting. Security, I given a password. WPA2 personal passcode is given. Okay. Guest network wireless MAC filters. This is MAC filter, MAC binding. Who can able to connect? Who cannot able to connect? I can decide, but I didn't do anything. Security. Now security. Access restrictions. Application and gaming. Administration status. Try connect. Try to connect, but originally if there is no internet connection. If it is there, guys, you can able to see from here. If you have got an IP address displayed from the remotely, you will get it. Okay, so this is good to go. Setup wireless, save settings, wireless one, save setting. Again, why it is disabled? So auto, disable, and this is auto. Save setting, internet, LAN, and wireless. These two are important. That's it only I am doing. Then attributes, configuration. This is a Wi-Fi display name. We'll see that one. Okay. So make sure it is on or off. Okay. On. Close it. So I think it is on off. That's why it is showing orange color and disconnection. Now it is on. Why it is not connected? Earlier by default it is connected, right? Why it is not connected? So this is my laptop, wireless, and again SSID I can able to give that name and all. But point is it has to be show automatically. PC wireless, how it will try to find it. Connection, wireless mode, yeah, refresh. See 2.4 is showing, 5 gigahertz is showing. So I select 2.4, connect. Then it asks a password. Savantis, connect. Okay. So connection is there. This same goes for this one also. Okay. Desktop, wireless point, connect, refresh. Okay. 2.4, 5 gigahertz. I want to connect 5 gigahertz here. Same password. Remaining are different points. Okay. So if you go, it is see disconnected information. You got the IP address also, 102. Okay, you can check the IP address. Command prompt, IP, config. So you got IP address. How you got IP address? From this as a DHCP server. So you got IP address, and this is a default gateway and subnet mask. Why it is not showing other details? DNS server address. What happened? I don't. And this is 0. Wireless has to be shown. Yeah, now it is showing. So it is IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP server address, and DNS server address. So that's what it is. How you are getting an IP address from Wi-Fi router. In the Wi-Fi router, it is configured like this. See, it is your Wi-Fi router IP. It is a default gateway. And there is a DNS server address is configured here, and DHCP also configured here. Something that changed automatically, but it is configured. Okay. And how you connected to your internet? Because in the internet connection type, when you mention, for example, if it is a PPPoE, and you have to give username and password. If different type of connection depends upon connection, you have to give that connection information here. Then only you will be able to connect internet. Once you are connected to internet from outside, and that internet should be accessed by us, so you have to connect it to the router. How to connect the router? With a wire, it is good. Wirelessly means if it is a Wi-Fi router and you are connecting wirelessly, then you have to go to the SSID. Okay, search for SSID and give the password and connect. Once you are connected, Wi-Fi router will give IP address to you. Okay. These devices also will get an IP address. DHCP, so let's see 103. Okay, guys, this is one way to tell the setup. No one is talking, nothing. What happened today? Slowly people are stop talking. Understand, guys, how to configure or anything doubt, or maybe you have seen differently also, please share it. So we don't worry about it.
Yes, sir, we get it, sir.
Hmm? Okay, take a break and I will show you the a few more points like a if not connected, then what are the things you have to check in your Wi-Fi router? And if password is compromised, what to do? Okay. If password is compromised again means what is that MAC binding? Okay. Unable to connect it to Wi-Fi router. Different ways you to so issues are there. So we'll discuss that one also. And network related issues also we can able to disconnect. So, okay, so this is how to configure Wi-Fi router. Next, we continue with what we can say, issues related to the Wi-Fi router and how to check those kind of stuff. Take 15 minutes break.